U.S. is the road team as the 2 seed coming out of their pool will look like this. Bobby Witt Jr. leads off. Bryce Young earned his way into the lineup with the 2 home run top prospect.
Aggressive, try to pound strikes, get score early.
Bobby Witt Jr. leads things off and takes strike 1. It's been interesting with this together the rallies like you'd expect.
Yeah, and part of that is going to be, again, you know, you talk about they're with their team. They start
win against Colombia. Boy, that is one impressive walk right there, showing yet it's true that he could have had a better
of options. And everybody deserves an opportunity to play. At this point now, when you get to this round, then those options get limited because of the lack of playing time for certain guys.
Harper drills the ball straight away center field. Clark to the track at the wall. He's got it. Denzel Clark goes to a part of the park. The Yankee captain cranks this one to left field and a base hit that'll scoot to the wall. Witt flies for third. A juggle from Casey. He's in easily. A ringing double from Aaron Jones. Infield in here with 1 gone in the first inning. Schwarber bounces it off Naylor. The only play will be at first. Julian takes it himself. Bobby Witt scores the drives in the first run. Managed an event to go to
coaching staff.
A pop fly off of the bat of Bregman into shallow right field. Julian is there, and that'll do it for the U.S. Names in this group, Naylor and O'Neill, have not done a whole lot in this World Baseball Classic. It's been Owings for the offers in a strike, and he gave up a home run to the first hitter. Going with the 1-1 pitch to Lopez, and there is a bouncer that bounds right over Bregman into left field. Otto Lopez starts things with a single for Canada.
Up and you can make that look like it's not that important.
Well, 20 of them last year. Split.
Yep.
Webb brings him a 1-2. He reaches out and pops it down the left field line. Long way to go for Alex Bregman, who gets there in foul ground. Back to first. 2-0 from Webb. O'Neill hits it on the ground, left side and through. 2 on for Canada in this first. And this WBC path is.
He's like, I got a great chance to get in there quicker.
Behind 1 and 2 here. 2 aboard with 1 away. Waves and misses. That's strike 3 and 2 good first inning jam. In the last 4 years, you talk about being able to count on a guy. Logan Webb is that man. He winds up coming up in the Sox too. Should be competitive. Should be right in it this year. Bounce it down to first. Naylor to the big dumper. Cal Raleigh pops it up. Foul ground. Naylor's over with Toro. And Naylor's got it. 2 away. That's Josh's brother, Bo, catcher for the Guardians over there making the grab.
Players and the different countries to enhance their baseball program. And every time the team
Tigers and Naylor had
actually was surprised by more answers that I got talking to position players on how helpful this actually is for them instead of it being more hurtful.
Denzel Clark made a nice defensive play already. Takes a strike and it's 0-2. Intensity of these games are much.
Right off of that point, he just threw it.
There it is, pounded into the ground with Clark speeded to be tough to get the out at second, and that's all. Well, fielder's choice and 2 away.
More mistakes than he should.
Edward Julian, runner at first, 2 away, 1-0 game. Julian smacks one to short, and there's Bobby Witt to pick it off.
Last 48 hours. Is there anything, Mark, you would like people to know just about the way you approach this job?
I have an undying passion for it and an undying.
Thanks very much.
All right, Kenny. Pete Armstrong, one of those A's, has a base hit to open this 3rd inning. Successful tournament for Team USA was going to be to win the whole thing. The only way for that to all go away will be if they still figure out a way to go on to Miami and win the whole thing. Not going to be a. And then Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Japan, all options in the championship game. Throw to second is just in time to get Pete Crow Armstrong. As Otto Lopez. Bryce is one of those guys who's in that typically spring stage of trying to find his swing. Sessions, he tries to unlock things. Normally, not a big deal right now. You're thinking, I still got 2 weeks to get ready for opening day. But in this case, and a double from Judge. Way up there. Get your ground rule sheet out. Now to Lopez in shallow center field, lets it drop. And did. Soroka throws, and Judge takes a strike. Their Judge, 53 home runs last season, 2 in this World Baseball Classic. Waits on a 3-1 pitch. Takes ball full the ice against Great Britain last weekend. Mark DeRosa said he's always been confident, and now you got the confidence combined with the fist,
but he's got it. And
there's a cue shot down to third. Only chances with a bare home from Toro, whose throw is wide. And again,
middle and mistake, it will be a loud noise. It could end up being 4 runs. He has not gotten off to a
won it all. The youngest guy on the team, handful of at-bats that time around. Much different place here. More than a decade into his major league career. Harper, bases loaded, 2 out, and a 2-1 pitch. Buckled his knees again, 2-2.
That's again, really good pitch.
This is wild for Alex Bregman. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, left side. Toro with a diving stop to his feet. Hits it high into the dugout. And Team USA cracks through. Harper in, Judd. Ernie Whitt making a pitching change. A run in the first, 2 here in the third. Second and third, 2 out for Roman. The new pitcher for Team Canada is a 23-year-old minor leaguer, Micah Ashman, who is a
great opportunity.
Strike 1
to showcase your skills. There's not a lot of intel on them, and this is the jerk.
Schwarber at third, Bregman at second. Anthony with a healthy cut and a miss. Strike 2.
The amount of arms that we've seen in this tournament have been plentiful. I mean, the raw tournament like this.
Got him on 3 pitches. And Logan Webb, right, where the limit moves up to 80 pitches in the quarterfinal, although Mark DeRosa said he's built up. Delivers an 0-1. And quickly ahead 0-2. That changeup dipping and diving under the swing.
Well, there's so many moving parts that people...
Guys to be in the same division this year, Webb and Julian. Julian going from Minnesota to Colorado this. Both men's and women's. World Series of a team from Canada against a team from USA. Base started to get the itch watching Team Canada in this World Baseball Classic. Julian takes the walk. His first one of the day for the Canadians. He misses from Logan Webb. 1 ball and no strikes. Webb fires and fouled off himself and in some pain as he skates down towards first. Naylor's on deck. And Webb getting close to that 70 pitch mark that Mark DeRosa. Here's the payoff. There goes Julian. Bounce back to Webb. He'll go to second. That's late. Throw to first. They'll get him. Took a shot at second. But with Julian off and moving with the pitch, he's in there safely. So Lopez out at first. 2 away in this 5th inning. Rosa, 4 2/3. Nothing doing against Webb, trying to pitch Team USA into the semifinal.
Yeah, did a nice job, and that's all you can ask for when you sign up.
Dominant last year with the Cubs, now with the Philadelphia Phillies. Pours in a strike to Josh Naylor. Under at second, of course, Webb's responsibility. So Keller would love to close the book for him. Chopper, easy one at first for Harper. And 5 scoreless innings put up by Team USA's pitching staff. Logan Webb carrying the load tonight. On to the 6th, 3-0. And a new pitcher into the game for Team Canada. You go from a kid in Ashman to a 37-year-old in skates give out. Breaks his tailbone. Bregman breaks this ball down the line, but foul. Amon, though. Toro gets a knuckling one hopper. This time throws on the mark to get Bregman. You mentioned Amon.
pool play, and as they go on, obviously the teams that advance, their rosters won't have as many of those stories. Young players getting a chance to bounce back and win the pool.
Soft bouncer. Hamon won't get there. Nobody will in time to get Anthony. Infield hit. 2-0. Wow, there's that sound. Did he keep it fair? Not quite. Does that count?
That counts.
That was a click.
That was
3-1 comes home. Just misses for ball 4, and they're first and second. New pitcher for Canada is Adam Mako. He's in the Blue Jays organization, AA and AAA last year.
better curveball changeup.
Goes to the slider for his first pitch. Is born in Slovakia. Up the middle goes Terang under the base hit for the Brewer. Anthony's in to score. 4-0 USA as they find the board for the first time since early.
More breathing room, the better.
He's got a single and a fly out to the wall in center field. Swats one into center field, may get 2 base hits for PCA. A run batted in as Raleigh comes in. And the U.S. leads 5-0.
And the difference really is when you get 2 out rallies, they're apt to make mistakes.
Down the line, backhand Toro steps on the bag, running throw and a double play to get Bobby Witt to finish off the top of the 6th, but a pair and advance to the semifinal to take on the Dominican Republic on Sunday. Brad Keller replaced. He's talking about today trying to find that balance when instead of just over trying and gripping the bat and trying so hard every time you're up there. Grounds this one to second, and he said, I wish I had it figured out. It's his 3rd World Baseball Classic. He said his career. He was 97 last year. Good time for it going into free agency. Cashed in with a 2-year deal with the Phillies. Here's his 3-1 to Casey. Downstairs, ball 4. Take up. Takes a slider for a strike. Toro, I mentioned, started his career here with the Houston. Wave and a miss to the change.
Hitting homers.
Toro over the mound, charging his short whip. Flips a throw over to first to get him. And they did final. Ben's in there for a strike on Black. Going to face off with the Puerto Rico team. Got a bunch of young and hungry, relative unknown players that have started to make their names. Did so hosting the pool round. 1-2 on Tyler Black. Hits this one by Bregman into left field for a base hit to get Canada on the board. With 2 outs, they crack through here in the 6th. It's 5-1. Ben, 5-1 lead for the U.S. Gabe Spire comes in for Mark DeRosa. Runner at first, 2 out. Yeah, strike 1 on Bo Naylor. This is the 3rd game in this World Baseball Classic. Spire
Harder to hit.
Caught the corner.
And then he'll mix in that slider. He's a 3-pitch pitcher. And
towering fly ball to deep right field. Judge is going back. Forget about it. Bo Naylor finds the second deck, and Canada's back in this game. Home runs have been a problem for Team USA all tournament. They've given up more than anybody now, and it's 5-3.
well, slider middle into a left-hander is not a good recipe, and that is exactly where that pitch was. He's trying to get it away. Of course, when you leave it middle in to a lefty on lefty, they stay on that pitch about as good as anyone, and he was able to deliver there. A big moment. and now it's a long ways.
That's the 10th home run given up by Team USA pitching. That breaks a tie coming into this game with Brazil and the Czech Republic. Two countries that United States 1999 had a walk-off hit against the U.S. Clark down to third. Bregman's got to be quick with Clark's speed. And he is to finish off. Adam Mako stays in. And a wicked cut and a miss from Harper. Be interesting to see how Canada plays this right here. You've got lefty, righty, lefty. Harper, Judge, Schwarber. Canada striking back with 3 in the bottom of the 6th. On a 1-1, Harper fouls it off, strike 2. Harper's 0 for 3 today. Reached on a fielder. Harper leading off the 7th. Taking strike 3. Bill Miller goes off at the outside corner by a couple inches there to ring up Harper. One away. Swing and a miss over a change. On this 1-1 pitch, tries to lay off. Offered, strike 2. Mako coming right after him. Here he comes to the 1-2. He misses high. Towering fly ball, center field. But again, not quite enough on it, and Denzel Clark's got it. Didn't miss it by much.
Got it down just enough and away.
Schwarber. Actually, I was talking with Schwarber about that home run before the game today. 1-2 on Schwarber. A couple of young pitchers in this game, really impressing for him. Out goes 1-2-3 through Harper, Judge, and Schwarber, and we stretch and again he's in the book.
Trade for him right now.
Matt Arnold not answering. Sending it to voicemail if he knows you're calling about. Takes ball 4. A leadoff walk here in the 9th inning. Looking for some insurance before from him. A little spinner off the end of the bat. Knuckles its way up the middle. Lopez with a nifty play to turn 2. That thing had as much English. Strike 1 on Witt. After Witt, it's Harper, the number 24 that he wore on those teams. Come on back. Yeah, he is fed up with Bill Miller.
Yeah,
that's been shouting out there. 3-1. And now 3-2. A payoff pitch to Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So to the bottom of the 9th we go.